So welcome to my complete Dragon Quest collection. Now, a long time ago, I showed a lot of my Dragon Quest collection, but there's been a lot of new additions over the last 4 or 5 years, and I want to bring out some other things that I've never shown before and highlight them today. There's a lot of items here. This is going to take a long time to get through. It's taken me about an hour to bring everything in just to set it up here to kind of get through it. I'm just going to go through each item very quickly because we have so many items here. We have hundreds, and it's going to take a long time. It's going to take, as I say, over an hour to get through this, I think. So please bear with me. And at the very end, I have some very interesting items to show that are really, really cool. So we'll wait for that as well. But there's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of really big treasures in here, and this is crazy. So we're going to start at the beginning. If I can try to organize this into anything, I'll start off with the games, some of the games. So for me, I started off with the original Dragon Warrior. That's what it was called in this country when it was brought over here on the NES. And then we got number 2. Then we got number 3. And then we got number 4 right here. Those are the original games. I absolutely love them. Now in Japan, this is what they looked like. Here's the first game, and here's the second game, third game, and then the fourth game. And in Japan, it kept continuing. They were very, very lucky. They ended up getting 5, and then 6. And we didn't get anything. We never got 5 or 6. I've mentioned this quite a few times before. But we got number 7. We got number 7 here, and that came out on the PlayStation originally. And this is quite a good game. Huge, gigantic game. Unbelievable in size. I couldn't believe how long it took me to get through that game originally. And look at this. This is when things finally changed in this country. I played this, the demo disc, on the PlayStation 2, and we finally got Dragon Quest called Dragon Quest over here. And that was a remarkable thing. I still think that 8 is up there as one of my top games. Obviously, I really enjoy 11, but those original games are so phenomenal. 8 is such an excellent game, and that's where we get into some other things here. That's where I can start highlighting. They started bringing them out on the DS's. So we got Dragon Quest 4 here. Actually named Dragon Quest, finally. As I say, Dragon Quest 5, 6, we got the 7 on the 3DS. We got 8 on the 3DS. And then we got, we had 9 before that. And I have a Japanese version and an English version as well. And oh, here's my Japanese version. I got so many goddamn versions of this. Me and my wife love this game. This is kind of what made Kim a Dragon Quest fan, was when we were playing 9 together, because you can play online together, which is really good. And we also, I also imported the Japanese version just because I had to play it. I had to play it first. I was so excited about it then. Okay, I'm just gonna, this is out of order somewhat. And then I imported the Japanese 11, which was awesome. Obviously, 10 has never come out over here. 10 is an online-only game. But we got this, and then we got the 11 this year, which is an amazing game. And I'll just segue into the special edition, which I did a huge unboxing of earlier, about a month or so back now, when the game came out. So that's some of those. And then I'm just kind of gonna go through some of the other random games here that I have. Here's the special edition for Dragon Quest Heroes. This was more of an action game where you fought swarms and swarms of enemies, and I really, really enjoyed this game quite a lot. There's an unboxing of this on the channel as well. You can kind of see that over the years for Dragon Quest, I've really covered this series quite a lot. Still more games to get through. Time Walk Games was a company that was releasing Super Nintendo versions of games that we never got over here, but that came out in Japan. That got a fan translation. One of them was Dragon Quest 1 and 2. And I still have it sealed. I don't want to open this up. This is just such a collector's item. Realistically, especially the Time Walk Games was awesome. I absolutely love them. And here is the original Dragon Quest 1 and 2 for the Super Famicom in Japan. And here is the Wii anniversary, the 25th anniversary. It's funny, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary, and this was a big deal because it had a lot of the older games on it. And here we go. There's a lot of okay, I'll just do this one. Here's Dragon Quest IV on the Japanese PlayStation 1. This is a really nice remastering, remake of the original Famicom game. And, for us, it was the NES game. But this is a really great version before they remade it for the 3DS. Alright, there's a great game that got released over here that I don't think a lot of people have played. Tornico, The Last Hope. It's a kind of a dungeon exploring game. And these style of games are very, very popular in Japan. Not so much here. It kind of started with the Super Famicom version right here. And Tornico, or Taloon as he was known over here as, one of my favorite Dragon Quest characters of all time, hands down, hands down. Another really great game that came out on the Wii that I think is very underappreciated is Dragon Quest Swords. This is an excellent, excellent game, and this is one that Kim finished, and she did a really good job on. This is where you get, have the Wii remote, and you're swinging it like a sword, fighting Dragon Quest monsters. And what an excellent, excellent game. If you have a Wii and you're a Dragon Quest fan, it's a must-buy game. A must-buy game. I think it still stands up incredibly well. And here we go. I imported Dragon Quest Heroes when it came out because I was so interested in it, and it was worth it. I really enjoyed playing this game in Japanese. I did some first impressions back in the day, and then I got obviously the American Day 1 version, which came with the special edition. And then we got Dragon Quest Heroes 2 over here. And then one of my wife's favorite games, Dragon Quest Builders. She absolutely annihilated and loved this game. She's still waiting for the sequel on it, which is coming out, I think, early next year. Okay, now let's try to get through some other things. This is where we're going to get random, and it's going to get kind of nuts. Here, I met a fan of the show a long time ago, and he gave these to me at PAX, maybe like 2011, and they're VHS tapes of the Dragon Quest anime that came out in Japan. Yes, there was an anime that was released. Let's see, what else should we tackle here? We got a small slime here. I got lots of small freaking slimes all over the place here. And here, this is a really good thing. This is the Dragon Quest character figure collection. This is I love this is like the original Dragon Quest, look of the characters, and I really love the super deformed old look of it. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. Really great stuff. And this is an interesting one. This is a Dragon Quest World Gallery. This is a collection of little castles and towns that you can combine together, and this is, I wonder if I can just quickly open this up. I think this might be a little too complicated to open up. Oh, no, we can do it. We can do it. I can take out one of these to show you. Here's a smaller box. Each one has like a castle on it, and it can kind of combine them. A really interesting thing, there used to be a really awesome little store in Richmond, kind of near us, and we used to go there. Oh, what was the name of it? I can't really... It was something like Hobby Japan. And we used to get so many cool Dragon Quest, merchandise you can get anywhere else. I'm going to try to clear off this side. This is an interesting one. This is a Dragon Quest TV game. Look at this. This came out, oh boy, must have been maybe in the year 2000? 2001, 2002, somewhere in that zone. But I didn't pick it up then. I picked it up years later. And it's a Dragon Quest Swords game. Remember Dragon Quest Swords I was just talking about for the Wii? This is kind of like the precursor to that. And what was fascinating is you hooked it up to your TV through AV, and you used the sword that came with the game, and you slash slimes and monsters and all that. And I remember going into a little anime store and watching people play this, and I was like, that is absolutely super awesome. And here, everybody's wondering what this is. Look at this thing right here. This is a Dragon Quest speaker. Yeah, I know. There's like a Dragon Quest slime speaker. Look at this. If I can show it to you in the back there. Things are just ridiculous. Things are just ridiculous. They have slimes for everything. Here, let's get this out of the way. Here's a slime drink from Japan. I've never drank it. I'll keep it in the collection for all time. Maybe when I'm 90 years old and I want to die, I'll drink this and it'll be toxic by then, and I'll pass. You know, I can say I got killed by a slime drink. That'd be amazing. Okay, a lot of people are probably wondering what this is. And this is a really, really fascinating item. I had one of my friends, X-Core Muffin X in Japan, help me track this down. And I really wanted this. What is it? It's a Dragon Quest live concert in Japan where they filmed a big Dragon Quest live action sequence. Can you see there? Like, look at that weird slime there. It's so strange. And it's all to the music. And it's only on Laserdisc. Look at good old Laserdisc back in the day, right? On Laserdisc. This is the only way that I've ever found this particular video. And I got it for not too much money, but it was really a great addition to the collection for sure. Couple of figures here. Couple of figures, Yangus and Jessica from Dragon Quest VIII. Really great to have that. Here's an excellent, excellent book. This is Akira Toriyama's Dragon Quest Illustrations. And I absolutely love this book. Look at this stuff right here. It's interesting because it's all of his work, all of his drawings, right from the beginning of Dragon Quest all the way up to really realistically now. And it's interesting how his style has changed over the years. I know he has a lot of assistants helping him out, but it's interesting how the style has changed. The lines have become thicker. I kind of enjoy the old days. Like, look at the old days of his artwork. Kind of the characters are still very much Dragon Ball inspired. You know, they have like a Dragon Ball look to them. I really like that era of Dragon Quest. I think the most, for sure. I got so much stuff down here. Like, I got so much. I'm just trying to get this out of the way. Okay, we got some strategy guides here. This is all for the DS here. We got Dragon Quest 4, Dragon Quest 5, 6. Oh, this is a good one. This is from the, 7 from the original PlayStation days. And Dragon Quest 8, a highly recommended game to anybody out there. Dragon Quest 9, which has just the biggest... Look at how big this guide is. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, we're going to bring this out over here. A Dragon Quest 10 slime keyboard. This is a real thing. And what's even scarier about this is I have 2 of these. I ordered 2 of these back in the day. And the reason why is I really thought that Dragon Quest 10, the online game, was going to come out over here, and it never did. And so I ordered one for me and my wife when we were really going to dive into this online game that never came out. But I have this great collector's item, and I can still hook this up and use it on any kind of computer that I want, I guess. But look at that keyboard. It's so wacky. I don't know if I could use that. I was going to learn how to use it if the game came out over here. I bought this for Cam one Christmas as an extra little thing. It's a Dragon Quest Monsters Encyclopedia. So inside, this is kind of ridiculous. It is every single monster cataloged in every single Dragon Quest game. Like, you have to love the monster designs. The monster designs are so classic and such, as I always call it, like comfort food. Whenever I see familiar monster, I'm like, it feels really awesome. Like, to see the Drakis in Dragon Quest 11 from Dragon Quest 1 was so cool for me, and they've appeared in the other ones, but it was really awesome to see. Okay, random soundtracks, no particular order. Dragon Quest 7, Dragon Quest Swords, which has a very good soundtrack. This is like Dragon Quest the best. Yes, it is. It's Dragon Quest the best. It's Dragon Quest the early games. I think the first few. Dragon Quest in concert right there going on. This looks like Dragon Quest 1 happening. 4 and 6. I love the Super Famicom music of 6 as well. I used to listen to that all the time back in the day. All right, we're getting here. Maybe this won't take an hour. I'm doing okay. Here, this is like a little pouch for some little medals there going on. The medals that you always collect in every Dragon Quest game. here, this is kind of a neat one. A DS cover. Yeah, a DS cover from back in the day for Dragon Quest IX. Pretty neat. Let's see. What should I... Oh, I'll show this item. I showed it in a new Game Stuff episode. This showed up recently, and it really boggled my mind. This is very unusual. Right? People are like, what's wrong with that slime? This is a recreation of a Yuji Horii drawing that he did of a slime, and in Japan they made this and sold this, and it did quite well. And somebody in England has started to make them from the original cast that was made from Japan, and it's Yuji Horii's original kind of how he interpreted the slime through a drawing. It's a really weird thing. It's strange, but really neat. We have a King Slime fan happening. King Slime fan. Oh, got some Dragon Quest novels. We have a beautiful... Yeah, when I go to the beach, I'll be taking this down. Not at all. This is too damn freaking nice for the beach. I love that. This is kind of neat. My friend Taylor, when he was living in Japan, he picked me these up, and I want to thank him for these. I'll show you what these are. They're glasses. They kind of show the slimes kind of gathering and turning into king slime there. Really, really neat stuff. Here for Dragon Quest X's release, I picked this up as well. I was just so excited about Dragon Quest X, which never came out, and that was the USB, like keychain that it came with. I don't know where that keychain is now, but I started actually using it at the time. Some slime styli, whatever you want to damn call it. I'm sure somebody will be down there in the comments telling me. So that came out. That's when it came out on the DS. You could use that. Dragon Quest Monsters Field Guide. I think somebody picked that up. Whoa, some slime. Oh wow, that's kind of neat. Little card fell out there. You know, I'm not even showing. I have a whole bunch of Dragon Quest shirts that I've never brought out. They're so far in the back of the closet, I can't even get to them. But I have about 4 or 5 really interesting slime shirts there. Oh, this is kind of cool. Slime earbuds. As I say, if it's got a slime on it, they've made something out of it. Really, this is crazy. I think these are really cool. I had to grab those back in the day. And, oh, here we go. Got a lot of slime gum. Yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. There's a lot of slime gum happening. You know what? I got those when I got married. I've had those for like 6 or 7 years. Little Dragon Quest leaflet going on here. A Dragon Quest cup. It's almost like a kid's cup. For sure you can put some apple juice or something in there. This is from the Square Annex store in the Tokyo Game Show. That is cool. Jim got me that with a really cool item. Oh, here's something. This was for the 25th anniversary. It was a 25th... Whoa, I'm losing things out of there. Oh, it's okay. You know what? It's okay because I have one that's sealed. And it's the Dragon Quest 25th anniversary book. It's happening. I just lost a CD out of there. That was all. And, oh yeah, for the release of Dragon Quest IX, the stickers got released. I think this was from PAX or something. I'm trying to remember. And here's a one-of-a-kind. I turned a controller into a one-of-a-kind Dragon Quest slime, the Canadian version. And this is one that I really like. I made this a little while ago, and it'll always keep on, having that Canadian hat on there. Not taking that off at all. I think somebody made me this. This is really awesome. Little slime. You know what? That's like a Christmas ornament. I'm gonna put this on the tree this year. I'm gonna keep that aside. We're doing really well. I'm nearly getting to the end here, which is awesome. Okay, so Dragon Quest 11 came out, and look at this. This is a huge bag. This is from Anime Expo, and I just want to thank my friends for sending me this over. I've shown that, I've shown that. A couple of things I want to show here. This is just like a Tupperware thing of toys I bought randomly from a video game store. And it's all the, like a diorama from, let me kind of show you. I got some, go figure, I got a Dot Hat character in here. Oh, this is kind of neat. Yeah, this is like, I'm going to just show you like this. This is just some random characters from Dragon Quest 7. And it's a little diorama in here, and you can set them up on this thing. I in my Dragon Quest 7 review, I kind of show all of that for sure. Okay, we're getting down to the last couple of really amazing items. Okay, here we go. This is, oh, gotta be very careful with this. I think I showed this in a few videos, and this is, I'm gonna show it again because it's this freaking amazing. A friend of mine created this. Look at this. I've shown it before. I'm showing it again. Unbelievable. All wood burned. This is an original. There's Dragon Quest 6 right there. All wood burned. And I keep a very, very special item in here. A very special item indeed. This is my... I bought this on eBay a long time ago when Dragon Quest 6 got released on the DS. And it's hand-signed by Yuji Horii. He visited America. He went to a random video game store and signed for the afternoon. How strange was that? And at that time, this was the only, and I repeat, the only like autographed copy that I've ever seen on eBay. Now you find there's a few more signed copies of things out there, but this was pretty rare at the time, and I keep it, tucked away in this special box because it's just so awesome. Now, keeping on that of signatures, I had some friends that were down at Anime Expo this year, and they were able to get me Yuji Horii's signature for Dragon Quest 11. And I can't tell you how thrilled I was to get this. I still want to thank them so much for sending this over. I really, really appreciate it. I got to be very, very careful with this. Very careful with this. But it's just, to me, as you can see, I'm a huge fan. So his signature means more to me than anything. It does, because I've been collecting this stuff for 30 years. This is not something I built up like, oh, I bought it all last year. It didn't work out that way. This is stuff that I bought all the games as they came out over 30 years, right? So that's why I really have an appreciation with the series. And, Yuji Horii, for anybody who doesn't know, who's just watching this video randomly, he's the creator of Dragon Quest. He's the godfather of it, and, rightfully so. Now, I'm ending with one of the greatest items in my Dragon Quest collection. You won't believe this. This is the greatest thing you've ever seen. And I only got it a little bit ago. Some of you may know that sound. And it's the ultimate of Dragon Quest memorabilia. Slime slippers. Seriously, slime slippers. I want to still thank my friend Jim for picking these up for me. This is just so ridiculous. I was laughing about this. I think about 3 weeks ago I put a video up and I made a big joke about the slime slippers, and I just thought I had to show them again because I really, really did appreciate that. I have a whole bunch of other slimes like this. I got all varying sizes in the other room. I bought for Kim from a video game store, and I surprised her years ago with it. And yeah, I must admit, I set everything up. I'm like, I hope I have the energy to do this video because there's so much to talk about. And anywhere that I made a few little mistakes, understand I did all this in one take. One take, because I just wanted to show you everything in this collection and how absolutely ridiculous it is. And I'm a little bit in shock about how much stuff I have in this collection because it's kind of all over the place. And only every once in a while do I collect it into one place, and I'm like, wow. This is absolutely nuts. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. I think I've shown everything in my Dragon Quest collection. And there was another thing. When me and Kim got married, we had a King Slime ice sculpture made. Really, we had it at our wedding. And everybody was coming in, and all the video game, our friends of ours who were into video games, they all knew what it was. They're like, "Oh my god!" And then we had family and coming in and going, "What the hell is this?" All the older people were like, "What is going on with this?" They couldn't figure it out, but it really fit our wedding, and it's one of those things that we were so happy to have that at our wedding. I mean, a king slime ice sculpture, and it was huge. It was like this big. And I remember when I giving them the design, I thought, this is not going to work out well. And when I walked in, because I obviously, for the wedding, I had to arrive before Kim, and I got there and I was like, one of my friends was like, "Have you seen the King Slime?" I'm like, "No." And I went and checked out, I'm like, "Holy shit, I can't believe it. I can't believe how good this looks." It was phenomenal. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed my look at my mega Dragon Quest collection, and it's unbelievable. I'm in awe, but I really appreciate all of this stuff. I really appreciate this entire series of games quite a lot. It's been a really amazing thing to be a part of. That's been a part of my life for so many years, and I do definitely appreciate it. So anyways, guys, until next time.